Norris takes dominant win in Miami sprint race. Lando Norris took McLaren's first victory of the season with a dominant drive from pole position in the Miami Grand Prix sprint race. The world champion was untroubled as he converted pole into a lead the first corner and controlled the race from there. Norris led a McLaren 1-2 ahead of Oscar Piastri, who fell back from Norris as the race developed and was forced to hold off Ferrari's Charles Leclerc in the closing laps. Kimi Antonelli won a scrap with Mercedes teammate George Russell for fourth on track, but was penalized for exceeding track limits too many times and given a 5-second penalty. That dropped him behind Russell and Red Bull's Max Verstappen, who had earlier emerged on top after a tense battle with Lewis Hamilton's Ferrari. "Nice to be back on the top step, even if it is the sprint," said Norris. "It was a good day for us. Massive job to the team in bringing the upgrades. It feels everyone is saying the same thing, but ours have really helped this weekend." The Britain's victory, following a major upgrade to the McLaren car for this fourth race weekend of the season, was quite the statement after a tricky start to the season for the world champions. Norris managed the race carefully, ensuring he did not overwork his medium tires in the opening laps, before extending the gap over Piastri to take control. Piastri ran close to Norris in the opening laps, as Leclerc initially held off a train, including the Mercedes drivers, Hamilton and Verstappen. But Leclerc moved clear of that fight and began to pressure Piastri until the Australian reasserted his authority to edge away again in the final 2 laps. Antonelli made his 5th consecutive poor start in all races this season and was challenged by Russell as they went around the first corner side by side, with the Briton on the inside. Antonelli fought off that challenge, but Russell overtook him on lap 7 at the first corner. A lap later, the Italian dived back into 4th place at turn 11 at the end of the long back straight and held the place to the end. His penalty reduced his lead over Russell in the championship to 7 points. The 19-year-old said, "I didn't even drive well. I made a lot of mistakes. I got track limits, which is something I need to avoid." Russell said, "I'm 2 places forward, but not much happier. The improvements from Ferrari, McLaren, and Red Bull are daunting." Behind the Mercedes, Verstappen barged Hamilton's side at turn 3 on the first lap, the 2 touching wheels, before the 7-time champion reclaimed the place when the Red Bull's battery did not deploy out of the final corner of the opening lap. The pair ran close together until Verstappen passed Hamilton on lap 7, but the move ended with both cars off the track, and Verstappen was advised to hand the place back to his 2021 title rival. 2 laps later, though, Verstappen was through for good, outbraking the Ferrari into the final corner. Alpine's Pierre Gasly took the final point for 8th place, ahead of Red Bull's Ishaq Hadjar and Gasly's teammate Franco Colapinto. Qualifying for Sunday's main Grand Prix takes place at 2100 BST. Top 8. 1. Lando Norris, McLaren. 2. Oscar Piastri, McLaren. 3. Charles Leclerc, Ferrari. 4. George Russell, Mercedes. 5. Max Verstappen, Red Bull. 6. Kimi Antonelli, Mercedes. 7. Lewis Hamilton, Ferrari. 8. Pierre Gasly, Alpine.